So what's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to discuss and talk about this new feeder I just purchased and what I think about it. So stay tuned. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Carrasco Ranch. My name is Robert, if this is your first time tuning in. So let's just get into it. So I purchased this new feeder. I got it on a bargain deal, like wholesale overstock store. So I picked it up for 50 bucks. But I do know that these things go for over 200. I want to say like 249, 229. Sometimes you can get them right under 200. But I will leave it down below in the description on Amazon. I believe Amazon puts them on sale right after like December-ish or so. So I'll leave it there. They also do run specials on these every now and then whenever there's a lot of inventory on these. So like I said, it'll be down below. But yes, so we're going to go ahead and talk about it, and I'll give you my thoughts on it and what I think about it. So like I said, I picked it up for 50 bucks. You really can't complain about it. But what it does come with, so I have added one thing on here, but what it does come with, it comes with your lid. It comes with these spring-loaded clips. It comes with a varmint guard, so that way the raccoons and squirrels can't get to the corn. It comes with your box, your motor, and the little funnel that goes to your bottom of your base. It does not come with a battery. You'll have to add that. It comes with the legs. It comes with the sled. It comes with, oh, this is actually something that's really cool that it does come with, is this. This is actually to mount a trail camera on. It has two of them. So it has one here and it has one here. I added a solar panel instead of a trail camera. So I like the idea. I think it's a good idea, and it's very convenient. If you're in a spot that does not have any trees or anything to mount a camera to, this is great for that. But for me, I have a bunch of trees, so I prefer to get a broad view of what's coming to this feeder. So I have mine on a tree instead of on the feeder itself, because if I put it on the feeder, it's only going to get, a specific area instead of the whole thing. So I didn't use that for that. I used it for the solar panel, but you have that option. But yeah, so I'm going to take you off the tripod here in a little bit and actually show you around on the feeder. But just to go over some things, I added the solar panel, 22 bucks. I'll leave that down below as well. It's not that expensive. So the build quality on this thing is not the best, but it's also not the worst. I've had a lot of feeders over, the past couple years, and I feel like this fits a particular market. I feel like it fits that person who has, 100 acres or less, or has a lease, or doesn't plan on, being in a particular area for a long time, and just wants to set something up fairly quickly. I feel like that's where it fits into. If you have thousands and thousands of acres, you probably want to invest in like a heavy duty, 2,500 pound feeder made out of like steel, like real hard, good steel. This is metal, but the metal is not that thick. It's a cheaper metal, but for the money, I think it's not a bad deal. I paid 50 bucks, but even at, I would say 200 bucks, it's probably not a bad deal. Everything is going up, as most of y'all know. But yeah, for the $200 price range, I don't think it's bad. But like I said, I'll take you off the tripod and kind of show you the things that I would complain about. They're not, major things, but they could do a little bit better. But yeah, so it's Mossy Oak by Biologic. This is the Walmart brand feeders. You've probably seen them all over Walmart. Walmart will also be putting these on sale probably around December, January as well. Also online, you can look for them there too. And we got a plane going overboard right now. But yeah, so it does come with some stakes as well. These stakes are meant to hold down the sled so it's not being moved around by hogs, or deer probably won't move it, mainly the hogs. It does take some time to put together. This is the most time I've put into putting together a feeder. It took me about an hour and a half to put this thing together, and I'm very handy, honestly. And it wasn't hard, it was just time consuming. It wasn't hard stuff, it was just time consuming. It just has a lot of little nuts and bolts and washers and little things you need to put together. So if you don't want to be doing all that stuff, this is probably not the feeder for you. There's others that are simpler and a lot easier to put together. But yeah, the build quality is okay. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst, it's okay. For the price point, this is a pretty decent feeder. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and take you off the tripod and I will show you around the feeder. All right guys, so here's the feeder. I'll just kind of show you around what it looks like. Just kind of take you around. So this is what the feeder looks like, right? Not bad. It's a good looking feeder. It says it holds 200 pounds. I'm not really sure if that's true or not, honestly, because I just put 2 bags in there, which was 100 pounds, and it pretty much filled it up to about right in here. So I would say maybe 3 bags might be the most I think I would do, but I mean, who knows, right? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get a little closer into the build itself. So like I said, these come with these little mounts here. These swivel, and they have the, let me see if I can get the camera to zoom in there. Maybe not. It has a little wing nut on there, and that's what you use to tighten up the little swivel arm there. The cage is not bad. It's a good, decent build for the money. Again, you have these wing nuts to lock in the cage. This is where you can unscrew it here. Got a message. Okay. You unscrew this here. Sorry. Dropping the camera as I'm paying attention to this. You unscrew it, opens up the cage. Now you have access to it. Same thing for this. You're just going to unscrew it. And that falls out, and that's what it looks like on the inside. And like I said, it doesn't come with those batteries. I actually bought a bunch of batteries when Radio Shack went out of business. So I still have all of those. This one is actually a wild game battery, but I have a ton of batteries. But yeah, so this is the only thing I did add was the solar panel. I just basically zip tied it. Sorry, I just burped. But I just zip tied it. Just ran that line on top of this cage. I used the same wires that packaging came in, and just kind of tied it up on the cage and then ran it in there. Again, so these are the stakes and the legs here. This is that little sled. You can see the stakes right there. Those are the stakes that does come with. You have the legs here. You know, I'll kind of show you the side here, so you can get a visual of how thick the metal is. It's not very thick. I would say 1/8 of an inch or so. Probably about 1/8 of an inch thick. Somewhat like angle iron, but feels a little thinner than angle iron, honestly. Or a little cheaper than regular angle iron. But yeah, so there it is. I'll kind of open up the top. The one thing I did notice is that the spring was not closing properly for whatever reason. Not really sure why. So to talk about the build, so I feel like the welding is not the best. It's like you can see here, you have a little bit of a opening there. You have some, you know, cracking there. And then when I was putting this thing together, I actually kind of bent it by accident. I mean, cracked it, and you can kind of see it right there. See if I can get the camera to, there you go. You can't really see it on camera, but I did crack it a little bit. So yeah, it makes me a little worried about the build quality of it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take off the top here so you guys can see what it looks like. So it has spun off a little bit, I think 4 times or so. So this is what 100 pounds of corn looks like. And it's probably thrown out, I don't know, I think my dad threw out a little bit too out of the bag, so he didn't even put the whole 100 pounds in here. I would say he probably put in I don't know, maybe 80 pounds or so. We've had about 4 spins. So technically, I guess this is like 80 pounds of corn. And this is how much corn is in here. And it says it holds 200. It may or may not. I really don't know. It's going to be close. If we had put those full bags in there, maybe, I say 150, but we'll see. All right, guys, so overall, it's not a bad feeder. Like I said, it fits a particular niche. It fits a particular area, a particular landowner or leaseholder. Like I said, this is probably good for like a lease. If you have a short-term lease or you have a smaller piece of property and you want to add these on there, it's not bad. It's, you know, it's going to last you, I would say, I don't know, like I said, I haven't had these, you know, but a day, but probably about 5 years is what I think you can get out of it before it starts really rusting out, probably. God dang mosquito. But yeah, overall, it's not bad for about 200 bucks. It's not a bad deal. Like I said, I paid 50, but that's because I got it at some wholesale overstock place. But yeah, just thought I'd give you guys a quick little overview of it. I know it's a pretty popular feeder because it is at Walmart and it's widely available. So I thought I'd put a review together on it. This is going to be slightly better than those wild game innovations. If you've seen my other YouTube videos, I have done a review on the wild game innovations feeders, and I would say this is slightly a little better. It's going to be a little sturdier. If you don't know, I don't think I made a video on it, but I had a hog bust down the wild game innovations feeder, and it pretty much just cracked. It was old, so I will say that. It was 6 years old or so, so it may have been about time, but it just cracked, so that's the reason I ended up getting this one. This one, the legs are going to be a little sturdier than the wild game innovations. The wild game innovations just comes with like 3 pieces of poles, and they're not that sturdy. This is, I feel a little more comfortable with it because it's all interlinked. So you have your cross beams on this side, and it's connected to the top. So I feel a little safer with it. Hopefully, we'll find out. If something does happen, I will definitely put it on the channel. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy that quick little walk around, quick little review of it, my thoughts on it. The build quality's okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I think I could have done a little bit better welding in some particular areas. I don't know if it's done with the machine or by person, but yeah. There's some areas that look okay, and then there's some that look kind of spotty. So yeah, without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope you gained some type of valuable information from this. And if you want to purchase it, I will leave it down below as well. And until next time, guys, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.